subscribe to our YouTube channel for the latest updates. Tropical Storm Conson, Philippine named Jolina, is continued maintaining its formidable tropical storm status as it's moved through several islands of the Philippines, now moving closer to Metro Manila, producing flash flooding and heavy rainfall over the Philippines. We have it with winds currently of 65 miles per hour or 105 kilometers per hour with a minimum central pressure of 991 millibars, and it's moving west-northwest at 6 miles per hour or 10 kilometers per hour, and the CDPS rating of stage 3 has not changed a bit since last night, still seeing a considerable threat from this continuing as Conson, Philippine named Jolina, continues moving through the Philippines towards the South China Sea. A stage 3 means that considerable damage is possible, and from what I've seen, it looks like it is ongoing in places in the Philippines. The wind field has grown a bit since our last video, still very compact though, which is why you saw on that breakdown of CDPS why the overall score regarding size was overall pretty small. The current distances, it is 56 miles or 90 kilometers from Calamba, 84 miles or 135 kilometers from Metro Manila, 141 miles or 227 kilometers from San Antonio, 151 miles or 243 kilometers from Tarlac City, and 211 miles or 340 kilometers from Buguio. I'm sorry if I messed up that name, I just knew I was going to mess up that one. And as you see on the map on the left side of your screen, those are the signal warnings provided by Pagasa, signal 2 warnings in place. The intensity estimates, there's decent agreement on 65 miles per hour from us, the JTWC, and Pagasa. The JMA is going a bit weaker, and our satellite estimates are going a bit higher. Our current forecast cone, made by our very own Ethan Bruning, shows this be staying a tropical storm throughout the South China Sea, and as it gets into the South China Sea, we're going to be watching for increasing vertical wind shear. I know the JTWC are forecasting a typhoon, but they said their confidence in that is fairly low actually, due to the wind shear increasing and potential interaction with our next system off to the northeast. Pagasa's cone showing a similar thing, becoming a looks like a strong tropical storm there, in the South China Sea. The sea surface temperatures are not going to be an issue at all for this system. In fact, they're pretty good, 29 to 30 degrees Celsius in the South China Sea. The H-Wharf tries to take this near that typhoon threshold, although I will say I wouldn't expect this to become a typhoon due to the wind shear. We'll look at the model products in a bit. The rainfall, significant rainfall, is going to continue following in places that have already gotten significant rainfall. The models are basically agreeing on this generally staying below typhoon status. Wind shear, you can see there, making its way towards 30 knots as we get towards the 13th. Sea surface temperatures and mid-level relative humidity are going to be generally favorable for this, but we think the wind shear being 20 to 30 knots, we think that's going to be enough to keep this system at bay, which I'm certain none of us are angry about, considering what we have off to the northeast of Conson. Here's the current imagery. You can see a large portion of the Philippines accompanied in cloud cover and rainfall. I've seen pictures recently of flash flooding taking place in the Philippines. It shows us that this is a significant storm, even though it is not a typhoon, so definitely not something to take lightly. Stay safe if you're continuing to be in the path of Conson, Philippine named Jolina.